Let's go.
Okay. Oh no, I don't want my face on there. Looks terrible.
Wait, Jack, since you're host now, I can't mute. So you're gonna have to mute. Or if you're just joining, welcome. If you can just please mute yourselves.
Okay. Did everyone mute? Okay, cool. Can everyone see this okay?
Yes, we're good.
Awesome. Alrighty, let's get the party started. I'm so happy that you guys are here sharing your afternoon with us. Or if you're listening to this recording, give us 15 minutes of your time, and I promise you, we will genuinely change your life. And I don't mean that lightly. So let's get into. I'm going to talk briefly, give you a little background, Spark Notes version of my life, and then I'm going to pass it to Jo so she could share her background and her story before she joined Monat and kind of where it's taken her. My name is Jacqueline Goldrick. I am a, ooh, I can mute. Okay. I am a senior executive director with Monat. I joined a call just like this. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was negative. I was like, what the heck is this? My best friend forced me on this call. I was like, oh, I was in medical sales. I was a corporate girl, okay? But I was trading my time for money. And I knew deep down in my heart that I was meant for more, okay? So have a little medical background. I went to school to be a PA and then I switched to medical sales. And then with that being said, I was making great, great, great money, but 9 to 5 cubicle life, what comes with the corporate life, 15 days of PTO. I knew that yes, I was in making great money, but I was in a position that I didn't even want to bring kids into because I knew I wouldn't see them. So, Monat landed on my lap and I was like, you know what? I sat on the sidelines for way too long. Hold on, let me mute this person. I sat on the sidelines for way too long. I watched girls just like me making thousands of dollars from their phone. And then I got over myself and I was like, if they can do it, why can't I? If they're living this amazing life because they're selling and educating and demonstrating products, what if fear is going to hold me back from my dream life, my ego is going to hold me back from my dream life. I didn't come from money. I will always have to work. I was in debt. I was in a not a good financial position, but I mean I was, but I wasn't. I wasn't like I am now, okay? It's hard for me to like kind of switch those two lives together, but I just kind of wanted to paint the picture that everything that you guys see in terms of my life is because of Monat. Because I listened to a call like this, because I took a chance. I didn't let what other people from high school were going to say about me. And I said, you know what? Let me join the sexiest brand that has the best products, the best compensation plan, the best training, and let me take a chance. And what did that bring us? Millions and millions of dollars. Jo, between the two of us, how many millions of dollars have we made?
23.
$23 million we've taken home. Okay. And I don't mean to say that to brag because if I was on this call, I would be like, oh my God, I joined this for an extra $2,000 a month. And just an extra $2,000 was going to pay my bills. I was going to be a Pilates instructor. I was going to kick the corporate world goodbye. And I was going to live my beautiful, peaceful life. And Monat came, and I'm just so happy I took the chance. And I feel like the cool thing about Monat is we all come from different backgrounds, different stories, different successful stories, different wants, different needs. And so all of us are so different, but we come together as a family and no one is left behind. I met Joe actually through this business. She's one of my best friends now. Our husbands, I think, talk more than we do on the phone. And I'm just
Cos'è?
so
Vince non
thankful.
como driver, ¿oíste? Que Vince non está como driver.
Um, and then I'm just so thankful that Joe, that this business has brought me in, and it has allowed me to meet Joe. So, Joe, paint us the picture. Where were you before Monat? Where has Monat taken you? And kind of give them that background. It's so hard to do it now because all we see is how successful you are. But take me back to before that, Joe.
2018. Yes, but before I start, you know what's so cool? When you were talking, it's because you said yes, my life changed, right? Like indirectly, Jack didn't know me, but that's the beauty of this business that yes, you're bettering your life, but you don't even know how many people you're going to help along the way, right? So when Mane got presented to me by one of my best friends in 2018, someone I've known for a while. It wasn't a stranger, it wasn't a girl on Instagram.
Hello, we're about to go home.
And you can just mute. And if Jack was a skeptic, I was terrible. I huge skeptic. I did not believe in this. I made fun of her. At the time, I was already a business owner. I had my own wedding planning business. That has always been very important to me. I don't want to have a boss. I don't like being told what to do. I always knew I wanted to be a mom. I didn't want to be away from my kid. So I went to school, opened my own business, thought I had made it. And then I had my first son. And I realized I am the boss of my company, but I still have to trade my time for money. If I'm not at the meetings, if I'm not at the weddings, the company doesn't function without me. And the true reality is that unfortunately, what I was making was not enough. I was starting off. It was about 2, maybe 3 years old. Um, but I was drowning in debt. I was sitting in over $70,000 in credit card debt. My partner at the time was working 45-hour weeks. I was with my business and we did not make enough money to the point that my father had to financially help us every month. And that's when I knew I'm like, okay, this cannot be it. When they present Monat to me, I'm like, this is everything that I'm not. I'm not a social media girl. I'm not an influencer. My Instagram had less than 1,000 followers. It was a private page. I was very shy, antisocial, introvert. Like there was nothing going for me to do this business. So I said no, but I kept watching her. And I saw how she was showing up on social media. And she also wasn't an influencer. And she also had no experience. And looking back now, I'm like, oh my God, her posts were so bad. But she put herself out there. And I was like, I'm here struggling, crying myself to sleep, 6 months postpartum. So, that's like when that postpartum depression started kicking in. And I'm like, I literally have no money. They're offering me an opportunity, and I'm simply saying no because I'm scared. I'm scared of failure. I'm scared of rejection. I'm terrified of putting myself out there. And one day I said, enough is enough. She told me there was a 30-day money back guarantee. Guys, I was so bad financially. I did not have $200 to spare. I did not have a savings account. I had $70,000 worth of credit card debt, not even school debt. I wish it was school debt, credit card debt. That goes to show you how irresponsible I was with finances. So when she told me you have a 30-day money back guarantee, and she was, I can show you how to make back, $500 in your first month. I said, let me give it a try. If I'm not willing to do it for me, I'm going to do it for my son. So I joined and I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go all in. I remember maybe a week after I joined, I saw a picture of Jack hitting the top rank in the company and getting this $20,000 bonus. And I'm like, if I can get $20,000, like my life is resolved. That was my mindset. That's all I could think of. I could only think of 20,000. I didn't know anything else about the company. I didn't know the comp plan. I didn't know there was trips, there was cars, $1 million. I knew nothing. I knew if I got 4 customers and 1 business partner, I would make $150, and that was my focus. And guys, coming from someone, my mom tells me all the time, she's like, I can't believe how successful you've been because you're such an introvert and you're so shy. But when you want change, you need to be the change. So I forced myself to change. And little by little, I started changing. I started growing. I started growing a team. I started paying off my debt. And here we are 8 years later. And, the reason why I started is luckily not the reason why I have to stay here anymore, the debt and the money. But now it's getting to work with other women that want to change their lives and other moms and being full-time parents. I have three boys and I'm with them 24/7 and being able to say yes and not having to worry about if I open my bank account, do I have enough money or when is my next paycheck coming? So the fact that it was a box of shampoo that changed my life is crazy. But like Jack said, I didn't even get on this call on a call like this because I was like, I'm not giving you my time, but you guys are already here for a reason. Either someone sees something in you that you don't see in yourself, or you've been watching for too long. Just listen in because you never know until you try. Okay, so let's get started with some facts. Enough about us. Who is Monat? Monat stands for Modern Nature, and we are the number one direct seller of hair care in the world. We have been in the industry for 11 years. So we launched in 2014 with only like 10 products, I think, nine products. And 11 years later, we are in 18 countries. We have a bunch of product. It's a very innovative company. That's where I'm going with this. And we are one of the fastest growing direct sales companies in history. If you ask ChatGPT which direct sales company has made the most millionaires in the least amount of time, I think ChatGPT is a boy, he will say Monat. Okay? Yes, there's companies that have more millionaires, but these are companies that have been around for 40, 50, 60 years. Imagine what we're going to do when we get there. In just 11 years, we've paid out more than $1.5 billion in commissions, and we are able to do this because of our comp plan and our products, which we are going to get into soon. Monat is a family-owned company, which I love because it stays in the family. And from there, our corporate team gets treated like family. And us as market partners, even though we are independent contractors, we get treated like family. So you are not just a number like in that corporate job you have where the owner doesn't even know you exist. That's not the feeling here. Even within teams, there is no like, oh no, that's my team, that's her team. Here, it's not a competition. Everyone can win, everyone can get to the top. And it's weird and it's different because it's such a healthy and fun work environment. And since most of us are women, we're not used to that. At first, it's like, whoa, this is too good to be true. But it actually is that good.
I
And
love
our
that.
mission is to help people everywhere enjoy beautiful, healthy, fulfilling lives through our exceptional, naturally based products. I hate reading, but a fun, rewarding business opportunity and a culture of family, service, and gratitude.
I love it. I love it. And I just want to add a little something, something. I come again from the business world, so I want you to have your business hat on for a second. When you're looking at companies to partner with, I think that it needs to check off a few boxes. The compensation plan, yes, we'll talk about that, but Monat has the best compensation plan in the industry. So the money is there. And then she touched on like a family ran business. They come from network marketing. They know what it's like to be in the field. They know what it's like to be us. They know what it's like to grow a team. They know what it's like to hear the words no. They're always providing us with tools, resources, bonuses, like just the family and the corporate side of money is amazing. And then you have the products. So I think I'll talk a little bit about the products. They are low tox, non-toxic. So if you come from that world or you've been interested in that world, you can feel good about using and recommending these products. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm always very honest. When I think of non-toxic products, they typically in my head's like don't work. And so what I love is this is a low tox natural beauty brand that leans into every ingredient and it makes sure that it works per every individual need. Like we are individualizing, like personalizing a whole hair care regimen, okay, for them. And it's all individual based. So what we do is we help them with finding what their problem is, and then we have the solution. So it's not even like we're selling, we're educating and we're demonstrating. We are the we are the number one direct seller of luxury hair care. And we revolutionize the market, guys. Like we set the industry, we set the trends, we set the products. We come out with these products years before these other companies do. And so I appreciate how much our corporate team puts in when it comes to the products that we are selling. They're clinically tested and over 3 million customers worldwide. And these customers aren't just like buying once and calling it a day. These are reoccurring customers that
Mm,
are buying more and more of our
yeah.
products every single
I
month.
didn't know you were outside. She was
Oh,
knocking
hold
on the
on.
door and ringing the
Someone's not
doorbell.
leaving. I can't find it.
And you know something that called my attention about the products? All my friend told me is shampoo. She literally said, "Come sell shampoo with me on Instagram." And I was like, I have great hair. I don't need shampoo. I use dollar store shampoo. When she told me the bottle was like $28, I'm like, you are crazy. But it's because I was not educated. And then I realized what we have is a consumable product. Yes, we launched skincare, which is amazing. We have skincare makeup, we have some wellness. But if you think back of our base, it's shampoo, it's hair care. Everyone washes their hair. I love to compare it to toilet paper. It's like it goes down, you need more. Shampoo goes down the drain, you need more. You are not convincing someone to add a product they are not using. You are just educating them on a safer, healthier, better product that's specific to them, that works, and that has a compensation plan attached if they choose to go that route. And you see here different transformation pictures, all different hair types. So different hair types, different needs. We got you covered.
I would say hair growth and damage repair is our bread and butter when it comes to sales and just the products that we deliver. But like look at every single one of these, and if you start using our products, you have to document it right away because that documentation of your hair transformation could be $1 million.
Right.
Like it could equal $1 million. So I always like look back at these. Like I remember Sam when she was, going through all of this. Like it's just so crazy to see over the years what these products have genuinely done to our hair. And I'm just blown away. But these are little before and afters of our customers and what you have to look forward to.
Yeah, some. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the opportunity, right? You can have a global beauty business. So what this means is you can have a business in any of these countries where Monat operates. Okay, so we're sitting here, we have teams in Australia and Mexico and Spain and Italy, and we just keep growing. This is a business that you work on your own terms. You decide how much money do you want to make, and then you decide how much time you want to put in. Something I loved because in comparison to some other network marketing companies, we don't carry inventory. Okay, from someone that was broke coming into this, I could not afford to have to buy a product monthly, to carry inventory, to have to pay a monthly fee or a monthly quota. None of that happens here. Okay, if you never want to buy the product again, which that will never happen, you don't have to. Like I said, it's a consumable product. You can get up to 5 paychecks a month, which honestly were life changing. It's been 8 years since I've gotten 5 paychecks a month. Like we said earlier, in 11 years, we've had over 110 millionaires. We have a car program that you can qualify for where you earn a monthly payment for a white luxury car of your choice. I just picked up my fourth one. And the cool thing about this car program is it's right in the middle of our compensation plan. You don't have to get all the way to the top. They don't make it impossible. They want the road filled with white Mercedes and Cadillacs and Range Rovers and all the things. And since we are extremely innovative, and Monat, if you know anything about network marketing and if you're shopping around, you're going to see Monat is the sexy company. We are like the trend setters. We do it first, and then everyone kind of starts following along. We are the first and only company, network marketing company affiliated with TikTok Shop, which we will cover later, and Meta. So this goes to show you you are joining something that you get to grow with the company. When Jack and I started, we were only in 3 countries. Now we're 18. That means we've been able to launch all those other companies with Monat. We've been able to launch all these new products with them. And the same opportunity you'll have when you join us too, because we are literally just getting started.
They always say that you want to join a company in the middle of a global expansion, and that is literally what's happening at Monat right now. So is where we are going. Why can I not change this? Okay. Trips and culture, guys. I never even traveled. I never even went out of the country before Monat. Another thing that Monat's done for me. Okay. But not only for me, for probably every single market partner that has joined Monat. Like the trips, people used to be so confused. They're like, I don't understand. Do you like travel for a living? I'm like, no, these are actual trips my company sends us on. So we have probably 3 to 5 like brand trips. The community, guys, people come for the money, but they stay for the people. Okay. People have made $15 million. They're still staying. They're still in the trenches. They're still working because the community is amazing. We are strong as our weakest link, and we make sure that no one is left behind. We understand that people don't know what they're doing, they're just starting out. And that is why you have the group chats. You have the team calls. You have the training from corporate. You have Nations. You have so much at your fingertips that if you do what Joe did, I think Joe like consumed every training call in like a week and was like falling asleep listening to them. No, I'm kidding. But I remember that.
I really was.
But like you'll feel so well prepared and you're having amazing, amazing mentors that are going to be there holding your hand throughout the way. So I never want you guys, in terms of our culture, I want you to really understand, and I don't want it to sound like cheesy in a way, but like you are joining a family, a very successful family that's going to share all of our tips, our resources on how we got to where we got and the lessons that we learned. So you're going to do it better and you're going to do it faster when you join this amazing community. And then we're going to go on these amazing trips to celebrate. So, I mean, we've been to Bora Bora, we've been to Miami, Cayman Islands. Our headquarters are in Miami, which I love Miami. So I'm very happy about that one. We have these amazing headquarters that you will probably win a trip to come see one day. So it's really exciting. And then gratitude. Do you want to talk a little bit about gratitude, Joe?
Yeah, so gratitude is the heart of money, and we have an amazing gratitude program. And basically, what we do is they really instill in us and remind us how important it is to always give back. Everywhere we go, every event, every country, every place we travel, everything has a gratitude initiative where we collect funds or we donate time or resources, money, everything. And I think up to date, we've donated over $8 million, I think was the last number. Right now, we have something going on to help with what happened in Venezuela. So it's really nice because they keep us grounded. And, without gratitude, you have nothing. And the fact that that starts from the top, the daughter of the owner is the chief officer of the gratitude program. It's really, really cool. So it shows
Say
you
it's
the
like
heart.
the root of our company, which you will understand what that means once you like immerse into our culture. This is an amazing opportunity. If you are just now listening to this call as a new potential and you're like, I'm ready and I want to get started. Well, you're coming on a cruise with us, girl. So
Yes.
get ready because they made it so easy for everyone to join in on this amazing cruise through the Bahamas. So literally, like, I don't want to go too far into this, but I'm talking 4 customers, 2 business partners. You're coming with us. Like, that is so crazy. That's very generous of the company. And they want you to come so you can see, to be celebrated, and to kind of get your feet wet. And when it comes
Yeah.
to like what is going to be, started for you. Okay. TikTok shop. I just think this is the coolest thing ever. And this just proves how like innovative Monat is. They're always staying on the trends. They're always making sure we have the best of the best. We're making the best money, and we just have all of the tools and resources. They were the first company to get on TikTok Shop. I could go on a whole rant about what TikTok Shop is, but it's the future of buying. It's the future of selling. If you are not a part of it, you need to say yes to Monat so you can learn everything about our TikTok Shop program. Because if you are not making money online right now, you're behind in times. What I want to highlight is the commission that Monat gives on TikTok Shop. You can earn up to 45% commission off of your sales. I'm on TikTok Shop. It's 8%, 5%, 2%. It's like, oh, thank you for your 20 cents in commission when you sell something. Not at Monat, okay? They're giving back 45% commission back to the field. So I have girls that are dominating in TikTok Shop. And let's say that you're like, okay, building a team might make me nervous in the beginning. You all have the ability to make hundreds of thousands of dollars just from TikTok Shop. So again, there's so many different ways to make money here at Monat that I don't want you to think be closed-minded. I want you to think, okay, what do I feel comfortable with? I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to work on what I'm going to learn and work on my weakness. So TikTok Shop to me is a great way to get your feet wet, to create videos that are going to pay you out for the rest of your life. It's evergreen content, guys. So that means like you'll post one thing, and I had a video go viral from a year and a half ago. That video is still paying me out to this day. And that is the beauty of TikTok Shop, and that is the beauty of Monat. Anything, I mean, you can go over all
I
of
just
the
think, no, really quick. I just think it's so cool that we have actual TikTok like involved in working with us. Like we get trained from people from TikTok. I went to Mexico and we went to the TikTok Mexico offices. Like TikTok loves Monat. So it really is an amazing opportunity. And if you are already creating content on social media, it's just like Jack said, evergreen. You record the content, it goes, it's working for you. I've personally had girls on my team making $10,000, $15,000 from one video. One video goes viral and that happens. And I'm just like, that is insane. So that's just another way. That's one of our 13 ways we have how you can make money. So we can go to the next one. We're going to talk a little bit about the earning potential. So here on the chart on the right, you see all of our ranks in our comp plan and the average annual earnings, okay? Both Jack and I can say the number can be way higher than that. It can also be way lower than that. You decide, you have control, but Monat does not put a cap on your income, okay? So you can get up to 5 checks a month. Every Friday, you're going to get paid your personal commissions. What is that? You make money for every product you sell, every customer you get, and every person that joins your team, you get a bonus for that. So that's what you get paid on Fridays, your personal sales and bonuses for people that join your team. The 15th of the month, we get our big bonus checks, which includes everything else. It includes bonuses for hitting ranks. It includes bonuses for doing, what we call the power of two, which is 2 business partners, 8 customers. They give you more money on top of what they're already paying you. You get commissions from your teams. You get your car payment. We also have the opportunity to earn founder shares in the company. Every time we launch in a new country, you have the chance to become a founder in that market and have founder shares. So again, the earning potential, it is huge. And there's 13 different ways to make money, but they all go down to the 2 basics, which is customers and business partners. So you come in and I want you to think 10 people, 2 people to do the business with me, my cousin, my best friend, my sister. Like think of the 2 people you want on that cruise with you, and 8 people that will try the product, support you, maybe start off as a customer. You do that your first month and you're guaranteed your first $1,000. And that's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. You do that over and over and over and over again, and your team does that, and that's how you duplicate. Okay, so your hustle will determine your paycheck. I'm also like Jack, very straightforward. This is a business. It is fun. but it's not easy. It's simple, but it's a business. You don't have to work it all day long, but you do have to work it every single day for it to pay you like a business. And you decide you want to make $10,000 a month, we're going to give you a plan to make 10,000. You want to make 500, we're going to give you a plan to make 500. But you can't work like a $500 girl will work and expect a $10,000 paycheck. Okay. That's not how it works. This does take work. We don't want to make it seem like it's just free money for everyone.
Love it. Short-term sacrifice for long-term gains, guys. This is more team call stuff, but I always say, like, we're building a legacy here. Like, this is a business that I'm going to pass down to my kids. So I'm willing to do the short-term sacrifices for the long-term gain. So if you're like, okay, Joe and Jack, this sounds amazing. How do I get started? You are going to get your product pack, okay? They are listed on the screen if you guys can see them. And if you're listening, maybe from the recording or from a different country, those prices will also be different. So payment plans are available. You are going to get your product pack, guys, and you are going to get plugged in immediately, and you are going to go find your two people with your 8 customers. Okay. We are not messing around. We don't want to just sell you. We want you to make money ASAP. I always say, I want you making your first dollar at least 24 hours into this business. So what you're going to do is you're going to buy your product pack. This is going to come with all of your products. This is your like biggest discount, guys. So the overachiever pack, I would highly recommend. And all the people that don't get the overachiever pack, they always say that was probably the worst mistake because it's your biggest bang for your buck. And you need these products for you to use. You can give these products out. We call them grab bags, where you can like drop it off at your neighbor, have her wash her hair, pick up the products from her, and then she'll either join you as a market partner or she'll as a business partner or as a customer. So to me, the 650 overachiever pack, if you can swing it, it will pay out way, way better. And it also helps you in terms of ranking. But you're going to have an onboarding call. You're going to be welcomed in the group chats. You're going to have a mentor that's going to be helping you throughout this process. And then from there, it's go time. Okay. So really, it's about getting you on your first trip. And that's the cruise we have now. So between your 2+8, your bonuses, you're gonna make a check. You could even hustle right now from the last day of the month and probably hit MMB if you're hustling. Okay. So like the sky's the limit. Do not let your ego hold you back. Do not let fear hold you back. Genuinely speaking, this will be one of the best decisions that you've made for yourself. So really getting your product pack. This also comes with 2 custom websites. It's going to have your back office reporting, and then you're also going to have a client-facing website where they're going to be able to order as well. And you're getting all of this stuff, training, marketing material, products, websites, and you're going to be hooked
Samples.
up with that. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, it also brings some samples, but just to paint a picture, if you start with the overachiever pack and you get 2 friends to start with their overachiever pack, you double rank. You hit 2 promotions, you got 2 bonuses, and you made way over this $650 investment. Also, I know we see this number and we're like, oh my God, that's a big investment or that's a lot for shampoo. You're not thinking about shampoo. You're thinking about you're launching a business. You are opening up a business. I spent over $15,000 to open my wedding planning business. It took me over a year to make it back. I then opened an online boutique, which I still have over $10,000 of inventory sitting in front of me. So you don't start a business with $650. If anyone here has a traditional business, you know it's thousands of dollars to open a business. This is the same thing. When I started, my pack cost $300. I had no idea this was going to make me millions of dollars. So I say it's never going to feel like the right time. You're always going to be a little scared, a little skeptical, a little busy. Like nothing is ever going to be perfect. You just need to have 2 seconds of insane courage and say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to figure it out along the way because you are already working hard for someone else. Right. So why not work hard for something that's yours? Like Jack said, a legacy business, and you truly do have so much fun doing it. And it's like a personal development course with a paycheck because the money's great, the trip is great, the car is great, all the things. But the person you become is, I feel like, my favorite part that everything that Monat has given me.
Amen. I love that. Oh, wait, hold on.
Okay, so I don't, if
Wow.
no one has any questions, I think we can go back to the person that invited you. Um, let them know I'm ready. I want to go with the big pack because I'm all in. I want all skin in the game. And the time is now. Money is hot. Money is trending. You have a trip that you can qualify for. Do not miss out because I promise you, a year from now, 3 years from now, you're going to be like, damn, if I would have listened to those two girls on that call, where would my life be today?
So crazy. All right. Thank you guys. I will see you on the next training call,
Oh,
hopefully.
Wednesday. Wednesday, we're
Oh,
training
yes.
the new girls.
Oh, wait, I thought it was Thursday.
No, Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. All right. So for those that sign up now, we actually are doing a straight training call on Wednesday. Joe and I are double teaming the new girls. So get ready, bring your pens and paper, and we'll get you guys started and up and running. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, good night.